In this week's Northwoods Adventure, Shane Lee visits a middle school Nordic skiing practice. The Brainerd youth try their best to show Shane the ropes of this popular winter sport.
Stepping out into the cold and strapping longboards to your feet may not be everyone's idea of a good time, but the Brainerd area Nordic skiers love gliding over the snow.
I like the exhilaration you feel when you're going down a hill. You really feel like you're alive.
You just feel like, yeah, you've done it.
Nordic skiing certainly is not for the lazy crowd. These skiers cover multiple miles every day at practice. The intense training still does not make racing day any less challenging.
Just remind yourself that there is an end, and the faster you get there, the better you feel.
To get through a race, skiers use 3 basic techniques. The V2 technique helps propel people forward at the start of a race or after reaching the top of a hill.
V2 is where basically you go 3, 3. Every glide you do, you'll push with your poles 2.
Skiers use V1 across the flatlands or to climb up a hill.
Your skis are in a V, which is kind of implied, but you put your 1 ski down and then 3 skis. 1, 3.
The open field technique is also employed in the flatlands and uses the poles between the glides. The rhythm goes glide, glide, poles, and repeats.
I'm more comfortable with it. I get the motion a lot better.
Almost as important as the technique on the skis is the technique under the skis. That's right, we're talking wax.
Before every race, we assess what the weather's going to be like, what the snow's going to be like. Harder snow, older snow responds differently than fresh snow, and we kind of wax accordingly. Temperature
is the #1 factor in deciding which wax to use, but it is the temperature of the snow, not the air, that is important to the skier.
If we have fluctuating temperatures where it's really warm, really cold, we might be waxing a couple times a week.
The process starts by melting a wax coating onto the ski and then scraping out a groove down the middle, which helps the skis continue on a straight path. Then the skier scrapes off all but a thin layer of wax. Next, a hard bristled brush removes the rough spots. Finally, a softer brush smooths it all out.
And we're ready to go. Just repeat a couple hundred times over the course of the season.
A couple hundred waxings to cover a couple hundred miles. The visit to the team practice has clarified why they call it cross-country skiing. Shane Lee, Lakeland News.
If you've enjoyed this segment of Lakeland News, please consider making a tax-deductible contribution to Lakeland Public Television.